I'd like to thank Strasburg High School seniors Bryce Miller and Kurt Echer for joining me here as we get ready to preview the Strasburg High School final game of the regular season against Flatirons Academy. So, Bryce, we'll start with you. And before we even talk about Flatirons, overall in the season, started out with some losses. How do you look at the difference between how the team is playing now compared to early in the year?
I think we started off kind of slow in the beginning, but came together as a team, and we were able to accomplish our goals.
Kurt, on your feelings, you had those early season losses. What has changed and what has allowed the team to respond? I mean, you're sitting on multi-game winning streak now. Do you see any dramatic differences, how practices are going, how teammates are reacting, anything differences that you've noted?
Kind of what I've noticed is that we're not getting down as much on each other, and we realize that some of the mistakes we made during those games were because we were on each other. We've kind of come together as a team through those losses.
Bryce, you've been out for a couple of years, decided to go out this year. First of all, what was in your decision-making to decide to play, and how important has it been for you that you had the opportunity to play this year?
I decided to come back and play because it was my senior year and it was going to be like the last year to play sports and everything. I've really enjoyed this year and playing, in that I've been able to be around a great group of guys, and we've been accomplishing a lot together.
Yeah, and Kurt, you came here from Newcastle, and what were the dramatic differences you saw how things were run football-wise here compared to what you were used to?
Well, coming in, it was a completely different culture because I had played my freshman year at Coleridge. We didn't come in and lift. We only started lifting about 3 weeks till the season started. There wasn't that camaraderie that you have here, and the culture just wasn't there, and that was the biggest thing for me when I came here.
You guys, as being seniors, what do you think your responsibility is as far as how you look at the younger players coming up and looking at the future?
We got to be there to help them and be an example for them, and show them the works of the culture that has started at Strasburg and help make it better for the kids to come.
Kind of off what Bryce was saying, we're passing the torch a little bit and teaching our culture to the freshmen and the younger kids that are coming in, so they can keep that flame alive.
Yeah, and as you look at, you're getting toward the end of your high school careers and getting ready for the playoffs. For you guys, as you look at it now, because you have the perspective of, when you were freshmen and what you cared about then, what do you think the differences are as far as how serious you are in approaching any sport, and we're specifically football, but just any sport?
Your priorities are set different. Like, you have school and everything that you're working, and you have to set your priorities the right way so that you know how to act when you're going to go into the future. Like, you're going to go into the future and have a job. All these sports that we've played have helped set goals that we've needed to accomplish.
Sports have always just kind of been there as something to help us learn how to get over things, and everything's not just a brick wall. You can go over and through some things.
Now, getting ready for Flatirons, as far as what you've seen on film and not giving away everything, game plan or anything like that, Bryce, we'll start with you. What are the key things that you're looking for as far as the game is concerned?
So as far as the game's concerned, I'm an outside linebacker, right? And so we will have outside contain and keep the guys from coming outside, basically. Have them cut in.
Okay, and continue on there. In the past, they've had a very strong running attack. Is that similar to what you've seen on film for their team this year?
Yeah, we've seen that they have a quick attack more to the outside.
And Kurt, just overall, what's your feeling of Flatirons, and what's it important for Strasburg to be able to do to be successful?
We got to play our brand of football. This is the league game. This one decides it all, and we got to play our brand of football and just jam it down them and just make them not want to get back up.
You guys are in a special situation because you're getting ready for the playoffs, and we realize a lot of teams in the state are going to be turning in their uniforms within the next few days. How special is that? Do you have a sense here, I know you're right in the middle of it, of how special that is to be a part of the playoffs and have opportunities to move on?
Yeah, it's a great opportunity to come in and have a great friendship with all these football players that we've had, and like I've been playing since in elementary school, and I've been a part of this team for a very long time. And so it's just great to see everyone working together and fighting to go to the playoffs and have a great time.
Kind of based off how important this is, my old school would be turning in their pads pretty soon. And then I went from a program like that to a program like this, and the playoffs to me are just so important because it's that extra however long you get, and you got to just enjoy it and play football.
As far as the coaches, how they've approached it, have you seen a stronger intensity even from the coaches as you've gotten to the last couple weeks? Because you're at a point here where you get this game, but after this, if you don't play well, you're done.
Right. Our coaches have basically the mindset of adapting and overcoming, taking the struggle that we have before us and adapting to that change and seeing that we can change ourselves to become a better version of us.
The coaches, they've always made a point that our first goal every season is to win the Northern Conference and have that spot. And with the last weeks, we've seen like a lot more intensity of that. We need that spot especially for us going into the playoffs.
Well, guys, I appreciate you taking the time and wish you continued success the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.